You already know how to eat healthy and you already know how to move. So why does it keep falling apart? The reason every food plan has fallen apart has less to do with discipline and more to do with your nervous system. Before we dive deep today, I want to ask you something. Do you actually want to feel better? You might be thinking, of course I want to feel better. That's why I'm watching your video. But I'm not asking if you want a different body or more energy. I'm asking if you truly want to change how you eat, move, and feel for fully and lasting change. Because wanting to feel better and truly wanting things to change are two completely different things, and I have had to learn the hard way. So with that, let me share this 3-step process that I've cultivated for myself that has helped me make better food choices, better movement and exercise choices, so I can just overall make healthier choices for myself. Stay tuned. These 3 oils from Vibrant Blue are what I've been using to create the foundation for my nervous system to feel safer so I can make better choices in my life. Let me show you exactly how I use each one. This is the parasympathetic blend. It's just made up of lime and clove, and I apply it right here on the mastoid bone directly behind my earlobes. And blend helps to shift you from fight or flight into rest and digest so you can make better choices. I use this in the morning before my 4-7-8 breathing practice, and the difference between doing that breath work with and without this oil is something you just have to feel to believe. Let me show you the breathing practice now. I inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. And it definitely takes a little bit of discipline on my part for that extended exhale, but it really does slow my heart rate, and I can feel a wave of calmness take over my whole body. On to the second blend, which is the lymph blend. It smells divine, made up of spearmint and a few other scents. I apply it along the sides of my neck and just under my clavicle bones. I love using my rebounder to get my lymphatic system pumping, but for a more targeted approach, I do the Big Six Lymph Reset, developed by Perry Nicholson. There are tons of videos on YouTube demonstrating this quick sequence that takes less than 5 minutes. It essentially targets the 6 major lymph node clusters in your body. And just like with the 4-7-8 breathing, applying the lymph oil just elevates this practice for a more profound experience. The final blend is fascia, which has angelica root, rose, lavender, geranium. When it's tight or restricted after years of stress, chronic tension, or even unprocessed emotion, it disrupts the communication between your brain and body. That can translate to making poor food choices, making poor life decisions, making bad decisions about when to go to bed, how late to eat, not exercising. Your body essentially can't figure out what it needs, so essentially it asks for what feels familiar. That could mean alcohol, junk food, staying in a bad relationship, sitting all day. Unprocessed emotions stay stuck in connective tissue, and they'll stay there until something gives it permission to move. And applying this blend before doing any manual fascial work helps to really soften those physical restrictions. That way the conversation between your brain and your body becomes that much clearer. There are so many fascial release exercises you can do. You can go and see someone who does something called myofascial release. There are numerous exercises you can do on YouTube. You can do Qigong. You could use a foam roller. You know, I've been eating healthy for years, and while I think it helps tremendously, it hasn't moved the needle enough for me in managing my chronic pain. Is that something you suffer with too? I have really come to see the importance of nervous system regulation and keeping your fascia and your lymph flowing. But your nervous system must feel safe enough for the change to actually transpire and last. I think these 3 oils create the perfect foundation in allowing for your nervous system to finally start feeling safe enough to allow you to make better choices. Everything's linked below for the Vibrant Blue Oils Vagus Nerve Kit. Check it out. They're a fabulous company. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the practices are listed below as well. Have a great day.